How do you get a dismissive avoidant to stop rejecting you? Constant rejection and even breakups are some of the biggest challenges in dating someone with this attachment style. They first ignore your messages, then act like nothing happened. When you express a need, they react by saying they need space. One day they're affectionate, the next they're cold and distant. Sometimes they even break up with you out of the blue. Being treated in a dismissive way naturally takes a toll on your self esteem. And to make things worse, it often turns into a self reinforcing cycle. The more an avoidant dismisses you, the more you doubt yourself and get anxious, which only pushes them to dismiss you even more. So, how do you stop this pattern? How do you get a dismissive avoidant to stop rejecting you? You do it by addressing the core issue driving this dynamic, your own self esteem. The anxious avoidant trap isn't set in stone, it's a dynamic. Psychology tells us that attachment styles are shaped in childhood, but both our observations and your comments show that many people can flip between anxious and avoidant tendencies. Someone might be avoidant in one relationship and anxious in another. What's more, the anxious avoidant pattern doesn't always show up right away in a relationship. It tends to develop over time. That's because it's a dynamic that forms between two people. The more confident, self assured partner often becomes the avoidant. The less confident, more self doubting one ends up in the anxious role. Avoidants reject you because they can. They're dismissive when they know they can get away with it, when there are no consequences. They break up only when they feel like it's not truly final, that they can take it back whenever they want. As long as they feel in control, like they've got you hooked, they'll keep playing the game. Sounds toxic, doesn't it? The anxious avoidant dynamic is toxic, especially for the anxious partner. It hurts, it wears you down, it chips away at your confidence. You might have started off playful, relaxed, and easygoing, but now you're stressed, desperate, and maybe even insecure. Your avoidant partner helped create this shift, and you've been letting them get away with it. The first step to getting a dismissive avoidant to stop rejecting you is to say to yourself, enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I deserve better. That was my journey. My then boyfriend, now husband, used to be a dismissive avoidant. He was vague about commitment and kept on breaking up with me. He would dismiss my needs, and I found myself walking on eggshells, constantly afraid he'd pull away again. After our third breakup, I had a realization. This dynamic was damaging me. It was affecting my mental health. That's when I told myself, third time's the charm. I'm not tolerating another breakup. I'm going to heal and move on. You have to recognize that your avoidant partner is having a negative impact on you. And because of that, it's time to strengthen your emotional boundaries so that their moods and power plays don't affect you as deeply. Avoidants don't pull away because of you. They pull away because they're avoidant. They're overly sensitive, so much so a single emoji can trigger a deactivation. By the way, if you want to learn more about deactivation, check out this video right here. Avoidants are drama queens slash kings. You can't take their mood swings too seriously. They're hot, then cold, and then hot again. They're immature, reactive, and often say things they don't mean, just like anxious partners when they're triggered. You're not that different from them. Neither of you is inherently more secure than the other. Deep down, avoidants fear rejection just as much as you do. That's why they play power games. Pretending to be cool gives them control. Making you doubt yourself lets them coast, procrastinate, and invest the bare minimum. You deserve so much better than this. Avoidants treat you this way because, on some level, you both settled into this dynamic. They learned to take you for granted, and you allowed it. But that doesn't mean something's wrong with you. You don't deserve to be abandoned or dismissed. You deserve to be loved, cherished, supported, and cared for. You're a wonderful human being with so much to offer. The more you realize and embody your value, the more your avoidant partner will begin to see you differently too. Will they resist? Of course. They benefit from your anxiety, but don't let them drag you down. Don't wait around for your avoidant partner to change. Build yourself up. Seek validation elsewhere. Boost your own self esteem. Once you become the more secure partner in the relationship, the power dynamic shifts and they'll no longer dare to reject you. I achieved this change by deprioritizing my relationship and prioritizing myself. Instead of doing things that are good for us, I did what felt right to me. After all, this is what a secure person with a healthy level of self esteem would do: look out for themselves first. Gabriel and I had a fight right after our third breakup, and he wanted to meet up and talk about things the next day. But I checked in with myself and realized I was too hurt and too tired to listen to his complaints. So I told him I needed space and refused to see him for a month. Even when I was finally ready to see him, I made sure to prepare a whole itinerary for the day so that I had things to do before and after and wasn't just nervously obsessing over us at home. This mindset change, prioritizing myself and my own well being, pushed our relationship on the right tracks. It's what got Gabriel to stop rejecting me. He knew he could no longer do it without consequences. It's not easy to stand up to an avoidant. You do have to risk upsetting them or pushing them further away. In order to be able to do it, you have to work on fixing your own self-esteem issues first. You can't just sulk and hope that if you give a little bit more, this time things will be different. They won't. You need to work on yourself. Work on becoming more entitled, more selfish, more avoidant. This is what your relationship needs. Your partner will only value you as much as you value yourself. And if you're ready to finally break free from this exhausting dynamic and start showing up as the secure, high value version of yourself, we've created something just for you. It's called Attach and Avoidant, and it's a step by step program that helps you shift the power in your relationship without begging, chasing, or losing yourself. Inside our program, you learn how to interrupt the anxious avoidant cycle and flip the dynamic. You learn what to say and what not to say when they pull away, how to become the emotionally secure one so your avoidant starts chasing you, how to get them to open up, step up, and stop taking you for granted. And most importantly, how to rebuild your confidence and stop being affected by their hot and cold behavior. You don't have to keep feeling powerless in your relationship. You don't have to keep getting rejected and wondering if you're too much or not enough. You're neither. You're just right. You just need the right strategy. So, if you're tired of playing emotional ping pong with someone who won't commit, you'll find a link to Attach and Avoidant in the description of this video. If you have any questions about this topic or our program, leave me a comment. And if you're looking for more content on anxious avoidant dynamics, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.